Thagoli. This year marks the 20th anniversary of a historic agreement between the state of New York and the Oneida Indian Nation. This agreement was the first compact in the state of New York. It allowed for the creation of Turning Stone Resort Casino, the first legal casino in New York. For the past 20 years, the Oneida people have partnered with the neighboring communities to do the difficult but rewarding task of transforming what was once a cornfield into a regional economic and cultural engine. It is appropriate that Turning Stone grew from a cornfield because our people thought of corn as a sustainer of life. One kernel of corn planted creates a stalk which begets cobs that yield 100-fold more kernels, and it has sustained many lives through many generations. Today, Turning Stone has grown from a small kernel of a beginning to a sprawling resort that allows our kids to come back home fulfilling lives and careers. It has enabled families to purchase their first homes and workers to earn good wages and benefits, building our award-winning world-class facilities right here in New York. Most interestingly, the foundation that has allowed for today's success traces back to our founding fathers. You may recall that the Oneida Indian Nation was America's first ally. Nearly 1/3 of the Oneida people paid the supreme sacrifice in the Revolutionary War to help America obtain its freedom. It was George Washington who, shortly after signing the United States Constitution in 1787, specifically honored the vast sacrifices of the Oneida people by signing into law the Treaty of Canandaigua in 1794. In doing so, President Washington forever memorialized the sovereign relationship between the United States government and our nation. That treaty is valid law today. The Treaty of Canandaigua stands for mutual respect between our people. America's founders established, in their words, a firm and permanent friendship with the Oneida people. And in the treaty, the United States declared that peace and friendship shall be perpetual between our two peoples. These were not meant to be just nice words on paper, although they are nice words. They are a treaty. Treaties are agreements between governments. They are legally binding, and by the Constitution, the supreme law of the land. In fact, this treaty with the United Nation is the United States' longest-lasting treaty in existence today. That brings us to why we are here today. On this 20th anniversary of the Gaming Compact between the United Nation and the state of New York, we wish to recognize a particular leader who stood for the same ideals in 1993 that America's founders did when they entered into the Treaty of Canandaigua in 1794. This courageous man rose above the politics of the time to do what was in the best interest of his state and to live up to and indeed fulfill the laws of this land. We now honor a governor who, like the founders before him, strengthened our relationship, built upon mutual respect and trust instead of conflict. He held true to the notion expressed by John Adams that this is a nation of laws and not of men. This is a nation in which the rules are applied equally to all people, regardless of their heritage. And this is a nation in which agreements, whether they be a treaty, a contract, or even a gaming compact, are promises meant to be kept. We know that sometimes promises are hard to keep, but they need to be respected and shielded from shifting political agendas. Governor Mario Cuomo is the leader who in 1993 respected and upheld the ideals of mutual respect and trust embodied in the spirit of the Treaty of Canandaigua. I'm delighted and honored that we are together again, this time to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the historic signing of New York State's first gaming compact. We are here to recognize all of the good that has benefited our entire region over the past 20 years as a result of his courage, integrity, and leadership. There are no words really that can explain what this has meant to our people and to our entire region over these 20 years. Because of what you did, Governor, we now have health care and housing, elders programs, educational programs. In 1993, 2 Oneidas were in higher education. Currently, nearly 1/3 of our people have college degrees, contrasting with the Revolutionary War period where 1/3 of our people perished in that conflict for this country. We have a quality of life for our region. We're one of the largest employers of the region. Our employees have jobs. Nearly 4,500 people are working. They're able to move back to the region. We have jobs with mobility, health care, pensions. We've spent nearly $1.5 billion on salaries and wages. These jobs are not going to be outsourced. This is our homeland. We're not a business that's going to go away when the grass gets greener anywhere else. We're here to stay. This is the land we love. And I particularly would like to give to you a special gift from our people to you. You probably know what this is because of your experience with our people. But the last time we presented this, which is the Guswenta, the Turo Wampum, was to President Obama. So we don't do it often, but we do it with great respect and recognition. And the Turo Wampum represents something we were actually talking about earlier. The white background is the river of life. The two purple rows are the paths of the Indian in the canoe, his canoe, the non-Indian in the ship. And as we can see, they neither intersect or interrupt or affect or interfere with each other. They respect the journeys that they both have on the river of life on behalf of the Oneida people. And there's so many things that I could say to you, but I want to thank you and recognize and honor you with this gift for all you've done for us, a true leader for this state and for our people. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you very much. This is particularly meaningful to me, Ray, because I found in the last 20 years, and it was 20 years ago, that the world seems to me to be coming apart with dissension, with the inability to work together all over the globe. And what you have done is to give us a lesson in collaboration. And just think of it. We can't even get the law made on time here because we've lost the ability to collaborate. Mm-hmm. We've allowed political differences to divide us. And divided, we're a mess. And that's what we're in now. And that's true of the whole world. I wish, frankly, Ray, that we could take the strength you have, the intelligence you have, the experience you have, and that your people have, package it somehow and distribute it all over the United States and beyond. Because it's the magic word, collaboration. We just come together. It's easier, works better, and so on. I thank you very much. If I may add, it's always been a pleasure to be even in your environs, except once, because there was one occasion while I was as governor that I was introduced by an ardent Republican. And he said that the next speaker, and I was going to be the next speaker, is somebody that has spoken many, many times, and you know who he is, and he's a governor, and I went to the dictionary just to get a different meaning on the word governor, and I found the answer. An ardent Republican says, I found in the dictionary that a governor was a device attached to a machine to see that it does not operate at maximum efficiency. So it's a particular pleasure to hear from you that what we hoped for 20 years ago has become a reality because of collaboration.
It's really exceeded our expectations to an incredible degree. The hope in the light of our people's eyes after 2 centuries of living in poverty has made an incredible difference. I hope you come back to visit and see the incredible jobs and opportunity that have been created where we're living for generations to come. We've made a difference. It's a historic agreement that we made, and one that has made the difference in the lives of our community for generations.